Welcome to Mompreneur Truth Talks. I'm Lisa Avila, business strategist and mom of 3 busy teenagers. Are you building something incredible but wondering why success feels so complicated? Maybe you dream of making a big impact, but you keep asking yourself, is it possible to grow without sacrificing the moments that matter most as a mom? Here's my take. Life isn't about balance, but instead harmony. I've been there in the weeds, juggling soccer practices, struggling with Common Core math. Seriously, why is it so confusing? And running a business. Along the way, I realized that with the right strategic design, you can create harmony between your work and life without compromising what matters most to you. In this podcast, I'll share practical strategies and real-life solutions to help you find that harmony. Now let's dive into today's episode.
Let's talk about that business idea you've been holding close to your heart. The one that fills you up with both excitement and uncertainty. The one you know could help other moms if you just knew how to bring it to life. I want to have a heart-to-heart conversation about something powerful. Your mom wisdom, believe it or not, is your greatest asset. I remember so clearly the night this truth hit me. I was sitting at my kitchen table after my boys were asleep. I was surrounded by papers, trying to figure out how to turn my expertise into something meaningful, something that could help other moms while creating financial freedom for my family. But let's talk about what's really going on when you feel that pull toward building something of your own. Because what I've learned through my journey is this pull isn't just about wanting a business, it's about stepping into your full potential. Think about all the wisdom you've gained as a mom, all the systems you've created, the problems you've solved, the creative solutions you've found when nothing else was working. That's not just parenting experience. That's valuable expertise that other people need. When I first started thinking about building my own business, I fell into the same trap that many of us do. I thought I need more credentials, more certifications, more quote unquote official expertise. But what I've learned is that our most valuable expertise often comes from our lived experience, especially as moms. Let me share a story. When my boys were younger, I was working at a nonprofit after leaving the wine industry, and I was trying to balance career growth with being present for my boys. I found myself creating these systems for managing everything, from household routines to family schedules and to personal goals. At the time, I thought I was just surviving. That's what it felt like. But what I was actually doing was developing expertise in strategic design, making complicated things simple and sustainable. This is what I want you to understand about your own expertise. Those solutions you've created, the systems that work for your family, the unique way you approach problems, that's not just mom stuff. That's valuable intellectual property that could be the foundation of your thriving business. Now let's explore what this looks like in practice. When we're ready to turn expertise into impact, we start by looking at 3 key areas. First, let's talk about natural gifts. These are the things that come to you so easily that you might not even recognize them as special. Maybe you have a knack for simplifying complicated processes, or you know how to create systems that actually stick and that people follow. Or maybe you can explain things in a way that makes sense to everyone, or you see solutions where others only see problems. For years, I didn't recognize my own gift for strategic thinking because it felt too natural. I thought everyone's brain worked this way. It wasn't until I started really paying attention to how I solved problems differently that I understood the value in my approach. The second area is your lived experience. This is where so many of us undervalue ourselves, especially women. Think about the challenges you've overcome, the systems you've created, the solutions you've discovered, and the wisdom you've gained through trial and error. When I was going through my divorce while raising 3 boys and trying to rebuild my career, I learned so much about resilience, adaptability, and creating stability, even in all the chaos. At the time, it just felt like this is what I needed to do to survive and to show my boys a different way. But now I recognize how valuable those lessons were. not just for me, but for others facing similar challenges. The third area is your vision for impact. This is where it gets exciting because when you start seeing your expertise through the lens of how it can help others, everything shifts. I remember the moment this really clicked for me. I was in yet another school pickup line, thinking about all the moms struggling with the same challenges that I'd figured out how to navigate. My friends would come to me and friends of friends and ask me, how did you do it? How did you start your business? What came next? And I realized my solutions weren't just for me. I was already giving advice and showing other moms how to do it. Could I help other moms create the life and business that they dreamed of also? I sure could. Let's talk about something that often comes up when moms start thinking about building a business. The fear that we're being selfish or that we're taking something away from our family. I want to address this head on because it is so important. When you build a business from your expertise, you're not just creating income. You're showing your children what's possible. You're creating generational wealth and wisdom. You're setting an example of following your dreams. And you're building a legacy of impact. The power of stepping into your expertise is not just about building a business. It's about showing our children what's possible when you believe in yourself and you take action. Let's get practical about turning that expertise into a business, because having valuable knowledge is one thing. Packaging it in a way that serves others while creating income is another. First, we need to identify zone of genius. This is where your natural talents, your learned skills, and your passion all intersect. For me, this was the ability to take complex business and life challenges and break them down into simple, manageable systems that work with mom life. So let me ask you, what lights you up? What problems do you solve in a unique way? What do people always come to you for help with? These are clues to your zone of genius. Next, it's important to understand how your expertise can serve others. And this is about looking at your knowledge through the lens of transformation. How can what you know solve problems for others? How can it create lasting change or make someone's life easier or better or help them achieve their goals? And this could be a product or a service. Now, I know this is where so many moms get stuck. They think their expertise isn't professional enough because it came from real life experience rather than formal training. But what I want you to understand is that your real life solutions are way more valuable than theoretical knowledge because they've been tested in everyday life and it works. When I was working in a nonprofit, I saw this firsthand. The most effective solutions didn't come from a conference we attended or some expert who came and told us what we should be doing. It came from the frontline workers who had walked the path. They had talked to the people we were serving. And that's how we learned what people really needed. And that's what makes expertise so powerful. It's real, it's tested, and it works. Another thing that often holds moms back from building their business is the fear that there isn't enough time. Between family responsibilities, household management, maybe even a current job, the idea of adding a build a business to the list can feel overwhelming. And that's where strategic planning becomes crucial. Because when it's done right, building a business doesn't have to mean sacrificing family time or burning yourself out. Here's how I approach this in my own business. Instead of trying to do everything at once, I focus on creating systems that work with my life, not against it. And I use time blocks that align with my family's schedule. I build automated solutions that serve my clients while preserving my energy. And I design offerings that create impact without requiring constant attention on my part. And this is what I want for you also, a business that serves others while supporting your life. I've created something to help you take this next step. It's a free business idea review. I thought it would be fun to do this for 50 moms who are ready to share their gifts. This isn't another strategy call or a sales pitch. This is an opportunity to discover the unique value in your expertise and identify who needs your solution most, and then see strategic steps to move forward with your idea. Here's what I know. Your expertise isn't just valuable, it's needed. It isn't just meaningful, it can be marketable. And your dreams aren't just possible. With the right strategy, they are inevitable. Next week, I'm excited to share my complete system for using Google Calendar. And I know when I say that, people go, "Really, Lisa? You're kind of a nerd." And I am. But I know that by using my Google Calendar and getting everything in place for the week, I create harmony in my business and my family life. So I want to talk with you about how this tool can change your schedule and life also. You don't want to miss these practical strategies that have helped me manage 3 boys' busy schedules while growing my business. And I'm going to show you how to create time blocks that honor both your family and your business and build routines that support your goals. So remember, the wisdom that you've gained through your years of motherhood is not just valuable, it's needed. And your solutions can help transform other people's lives. So visit the link in my show notes to get your free business idea review. And let's turn your dream into your next chapter. Thanks for spending time with me today. And remember, you can absolutely have both your dreams and your family life. I'll catch you next time on Mompreneur Truth Talks. Thank you for spending time with me today in Mompreneur Truth Talks. Before you go, please do me a quick favor. If this episode spoke to you, please like, follow, or leave a review. Your feedback helps other ambitious moms find these conversations about designing a business and life that work together. All right, moms, I'll see you next time. And remember, success isn't about sacrifice or balance. It's about creating harmony and taking action steps that feel right for you.